Berlin, 1944. The illustrious capital of the German Reich stands robustly in the morning mist, a meticulously fashioned, cold-hearted, concrete city built with purpose in its foundations, now grappling with the weight of its own brilliance. From afar, its design remains commanding. Throughout the city, broad avenues cut precisely through dense neighborhoods. Grandiose buildings hold the city together like timeless ceramics carved in stone. The Grand Reichstag remains defiantly silent. Its imposing dome watches over a cityscape now deserted. By the hustle and bustle of its former gathering, authority has waned and retreated into the hidden corridors of ministry and shadowed subway stations. Along Unter den Linden, the facade remains unyielding. Neoclassical elegance and Baroque panache blend harmoniously on the facade. Wind-touched blackened smoke, yet defies the desire for collapse. Berlin bucks gently awake. Shadows roll across steel tracks under tinted windows, interiors remaining dim. Passers-by sit closely embraced, yet spoke sparingly, retaining words carefully as precious warmth. Ration stands in long queues along Unter den Linden. Men and women of all ages stand in heavy coats and worn boots, firmly clutching identity cards that now define individual survival. There is no palpable eagerness or hastiness. Instead, one finds only the persistent routine of daily life. Architecture has now become an everyday presence. Government-run buildings still dominate the cityscape, designed to impress and intimidate and to instruct. In their grand scale, they remain unchallenged, even as certainty steadily wanes. Prominent posters remain on the stone walls' slogans, now almost invisible beneath layers of rain and soot. People go about their daily business without consciously looking toward posterized images. Belief itself has become deeply personal, doubt almost unspoken. In churches, church bells ring out in the silence. Inside, candles flicker against walls that have become dark and weathered by smog and fear and months. Faith has become primarily a private experience. Factories operate under curtains of blackout. Machinery in constant action, observed closely by vigilant eyes. Their production persists because ceasing its activity would reveal secret truths no one is prepared to openly acknowledge. Uniforms are observed everywhere in the city. In the streets, field gray contrasts with dark blue at intersections. Authority remains visible, still rigid and unwavering, but it now appears thinner and less certain than before. At sunset, sunlight shifts its focus. Shadows extend between facades in the city. The sky takes center stage, becoming an object of widespread attention. Berliners glance skyward more frequently now. This is not yet a collapse. Instead, it is a quiet, more profoundly weighty experience. A city holding its breath against its foundations, staying standing, intact, still functioning. Berlin, 1944. As daylight fades, the city contracts. Windows dim. Street lamps retreat behind filters and shades. The architecture that once demanded to be seen now learns how to disappear. Night brings discipline. Blackout curtains seal rooms from the outside world. A single uncovered light is no longer a mistake. It is a signal. The city listens. Above the rooftops, the sky becomes restless. Clouds drift low and heavy, catching fragments of moonlight. Searchlights stand ready, their pale beams waiting for permission to rise. Sirens arrive without drama, only certainty. Their sound stretches across districts, echoing through streets and courtyards, stairwells and attics. Berliners move at once calm, practiced, efficient. This routine has been learned too well. Cellars fill with quiet bodies, wooden benches, reinforced walls, numbered doors. Children are guided downward, coats still buttoned, hands still gloved. Here, time slows. Above ground, the city empties. Trams stop mid-route. Intersections fall silent. Only boots and doors mark the passage from public to private. Searchlights cut into the clouds now, white arcs crossing and recrossing, probing the dark with mechanical patience. The sky answers with silence. For now, inside the shelters, life continues in fragments. A woman smooths her child's hair. An old man adjusts his coat collar. Someone whispers a prayer they no longer know by heart. Not all moments are shared. Some Berliners remain above ground, guarding factories, manning rooftops, holding posts that no longer promise protection. In private rooms, radios hum softly. News is measured, controlled, incomplete. Between official words, listeners hear what is not being said. Faith is tested in the dark. Churches stand closed now, their towers blacked out against the night. Candles burn in kitchens instead, small flames resisting a vast uncertainty. The hours pass slowly. Some nights bring impact. Others bring only waiting. The tension itself becomes a presence, heavier than sound, heavier than sleep. By morning, the city exhales. People emerge carefully. Debris is cleared. Windows are repaired. The rhythm resumes as if interruption were merely an inconvenience. But memory remains. Berlin in 1944 is no longer a city marching toward the future. It is a city negotiating with time, still standing, still ordered, still functioning. Yet beneath the stone and symmetry, something irreversible has begun. A capital built to last forever, now learning how history truly measures endurance.